sharing my personal story and how it has helped me personally. I do not claim to heal, treat, cure, and diagnose any illness. This is my personal experience. So, a few years ago, I was hit by a car while crossing the street. Both of my knees were fractured pretty bad, among other things. The first visit with a joint specialist, he mentioned surgery, of course. And my knees, I'm not kidding you, my knees were the size of a football. And I said, you know what, let's wait and see. And I was out of work 3 full months and did 6 months of physical therapy. I was not able to walk without crutches for weeks. I could not squat. I could not get on my knees. I was very limited with yoga poses, and I love yoga. Now, at the time, I didn't know what CBD was. The only at-home treatment I was doing was gentle yoga, applying anti-inflammatory ointments. I was giving my knees a lot of love and patience. And shortly after, I was introduced to Dr. Shade's hemp oil. Again, I had no idea what cannabinoids were. I didn't even know how to pronounce it. I thought, is this even legal? And my knees were better by then. However, I still felt a lot of discomfort, especially in the morning. I still had so much stiffness. I still felt that throbbing inflammation, discomfort. So I gave it a try. I had nothing to lose, right? Nothing to lose, everything to gain. And when I started taking this hemp oil through a different company, I noticed so much improvement, and my anxiety level just diminished greatly. Then I stopped taking Dr. Shade's hemp oil for about a year due to a previous company I was involved in. And you've all heard of the saying, you don't know what you have until it's gone. Well, I didn't know what I truly had until I started taking hemp on demand earlier this year. This oil couldn't have come back at the perfect time with everything that's been happening this year, right? And I've had a phobia of driving on the highway for years. I avoided it for so long and have missed so many outings and events because of it. I experienced my first panic attack while driving on the highway, and that just triggered so much fear. And I'm so blessed to say that I drove on the highway a few weeks ago twice, and again just yesterday, with my hemp on demand as my co-pilot. Of course, I don't leave home without it. And I felt in control. I felt calm. I felt collected and super focused. Now going back to my knees today have improved greatly. I have avoided who knows how many surgeries by now, and I'm squatting without thinking twice about it. I get up and go in the morning without thinking twice. And I like to visualize the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. Seriously, Zanesta's hemp on demand is truly a golden oil, and I don't know where or I don't know how I would be without it. So that's my story with hemp. And before I pass over the baton to Lene, I wanted to take a quick moment to talk about X Fuel. I was hesitant at first because I stay away from caffeine, and I always said no to any caffeinated drink. But what Dr. Kyle has put together, this concoction of botanical ingredients, the green tea and the delicious lemon taste, it was my cocktail on the rocks during summer, and it is now my fall winter go-to during the colder months that are approaching. So it really gives me a nice stable energy. I don't shake. After I thought I was going to get shaky, but I don't. And I just find it works beautifully with our hemp on demand. And these are really, truly life transformational supplements, and I'm so blessed to have them in my life. So thank you for having me. That's my story.
Mimi, thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Definitely.
It's absolutely awesome. So we're inspired by you. And I had heard part of your story, but I didn't get the fact that a car hit you. I mean, I got that you were in a car accident, but I mean, that's unique. And man, your story is just inspirational. Thank you so much for sharing it with us today.
Thank you.
All right. So we are going to go to